87 missed calls. Her name flashing on my phone like a ghost pounding at the door of a house she no longer lived in. I didn't answer. I just watched the numbers climb. That was the end. But endings only make sense when you know. The beginning, I married her thinking I'd won the lottery. Her smile disarmed me. Her laugh wrapped around me like warmth in winter. We planned the wedding together. Flowers, music, the whole performance. She told me she couldn't wait to finally be mine. The first night I reached for her, she turned away. Tired, she whispered. I kissed her forehead, told myself it was normal. The second night, she flinched. The third, she said she wasn't in the mood. By the seventh, I was lying awake, staring at the ceiling, feeling like a stranger in my own bed. A month, 30 nights of cold, sheets in colder silence. I tried patience. I tried kindness. I tried every way a husband should, but patience wears thin when rejection sharpens into humiliation. On the 30th night, I sat on the edge of the bed and asked, why marry me if you didn't want to be with me? She didn't even look up from her phone. My body, my choice. You have no right. The words were daggers, not because I disagreed with the principle, but because I heard what she really meant. I never intended to give you what you thought you were getting. The truth surfaced in fragments, a late night whisper on the phone she thought I couldn't hear. A half smile at a notification she tried to hide, the lock screen, the constant excuses. Her refusal wasn't about her body, it was about control, power, a leash around my neck disguised as virtue. I could have exploded, demanded, accused, but rage is loud and loud men lose in silence. So I stayed calm, collected. I filed it all away like evidence in a case I intended to win. I visited a lawyer quietly, efficiently. A marriage unconsummated by law can be dissolved, clean, final. All I had to do was sign. When she was served the papers, her face drained. You can't be serious, she hissed, gripping the document like it was a weapon. You said it yourself, I replied, voice steady. Your body, your choice, my life, my choice. Her arrogance cracked. She tried to laugh it off. Everyone will think you're weak. A man leaving because he didn't get sex. I just smiled because I knew something she didn't. See, she wasn't as careful as she thought. Screenshots, photos, messages backed up to the cloud. She forgot I still had access to every good night baby text, every heart emoji she sent to another man while I sat inches away, every plan to use this marriage for a few years, then move on. It wasn't about intimacy. It was about a cover. She thought she could keep me tethered while keeping her options open. So when the court hearing came, I didn't just bring my petition. I brought her words, her own digital fingerprints. The judge didn't need my anger. He had her arrogance on record. She cracked on the stand, tried to twist. The narrative tried to cry, but the messages were clear, cold, undeniable. My body, my choice turned into, I was joking. Then he misunderstood. Then silence. The court dissolved the marriage, swift, unemotional, final. Her family turned on her, her friends. Whispered, the man she cheated with vanished the second the text became Public record. And me? I walked out, lighter than I had in months. The calls began that night. One, then five, then 2087 by. Morning. Voicemail swinging between rage and desperation. You ruined my life. We can fix this. You'll never find someone. Like me, I didn't answer. Why would I? Poetic justice is silent. It doesn't scream. It doesn't gloat. It just lets the guilty choke on the rope they tied. Themselves, she thought, withholding. Intimacy gave her power. She thought arrogance was armor. She thought betrayal could hide in plain sight. What she never understood was this. Power doesn't belong to the loudest. It belongs to the one who knows when to strike and when to walk away. So I let the phone keep ringing. 87 missed calls. 87 reminders that freedom tastes better than revenge. And yet revenge was the sweetest silence of all. What would you have done in my